Clarity of vision is the cornerstone of creating your reality. Without it, you're like a ship adrift at sea, moving aimlessly wherever the currents take you, instead of steering toward a destination with purpose and precision. When your vision is unclear, your energy becomes fragmented and your efforts scatter in every direction. You start reacting to life rather than shaping it. But when your vision is clear, it acts as a powerful magnet, pulling you toward the future you desire and giving meaning to every step you take. Think about this. Everything great that's ever been achieved started with a clear and compelling vision. Whether it was a towering skyscraper, a groundbreaking invention, or a monumental life change, it began in the mind of someone who could see it before it existed. Clarity of vision is about more than just setting goals. It's about creating a vivid picture of the life you want to live and who you want to become. This clarity allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters, cutting through distractions and doubts that might otherwise slow you down. When you have a clear vision, it becomes your guiding light, your compass. Every decision you make and every action you take is filtered through that vision. Does it bring you closer to what you want? Does it align with the person you're striving to be? Clarity helps you say yes to the right opportunities and no to the distractions that don't serve your greater purpose. It's what keeps you moving forward even when the path gets difficult or when challenges threaten to derail your progress. Clarity of vision also inspires confidence and conviction. When you can see your future in your mind's eye, when you can feel it and connect with it on an emotional level, it becomes real to you long before it becomes tangible. This belief strengthens your resolve and makes you unstoppable. Obstacles no longer seem insurmountable because your focus is fixed on the bigger picture. It's not about what's in your way, it's about what's waiting for you on the other side. More importantly, clarity of vision doesn't just affect you, it inspires those around you. When others see that you know where you're going, they're more likely to support you, to follow your lead, and to believe in your ability to make it happen. It's a ripple effect that amplifies your power to create change, not just in your life, but in the lives of others as well. This clarity isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It takes time, effort, and deep reflection. You have to strip away the noise of the world, quiet the endless chatter of doubt and fear, and dig into what truly matters to you. You need to ask yourself the hard questions. What do I want my life to look like? What kind of person do I want to become? What legacy do I want to leave behind? And then you need to answer those questions with honesty and courage. Belief is one of the most powerful forces in the world. It is the fuel that drives every action you take and the foundation upon which your success is built. Without belief, you're left with empty intentions, ideas that never materialize, and dreams that remain out of reach. But when you truly believe in your potential, in the possibilities before you, and in your ability to shape your future, that belief propels you forward with unstoppable momentum. Belief powers your actions by giving you the confidence to take bold steps, even when the outcome is uncertain. It allows you to step outside your comfort zone and embrace challenges with a sense of purpose and determination. Think about the people who have achieved extraordinary success. They didn't get there by playing it safe or by waiting for perfect conditions. They got there because they believed in every fiber of their being that they could do it. And because of that belief, they took the necessary actions, faced adversity head on, and persevered through moments of doubt. The power of belief works like a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe in yourself, you act with conviction. You're not second guessing every decision. You're moving forward with a sense of certainty, even when the road is unclear. Your belief creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The more you believe, the more willing you are to put in the effort. The more you push through the obstacles, and the more you keep showing up, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Belief doesn't need proof to get started. It's the spark that ignites action, and that action is what creates the results. Belief is not just a fleeting feeling or an abstract idea. It's a choice you make every day. Every time you wake up in the morning, you decide whether you're going to believe in your potential or doubt it. Every time you face a challenge, you choose whether to believe that you can overcome it or that it's too difficult. These choices accumulate over time, shaping your mindset and ultimately shaping your future. If you constantly choose belief, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind, and your behavior starts to align with the success you're working toward. Your belief influences the way you perceive the world around you. It's not just about what you think you can do, it's about how you see opportunities and challenges. When you believe in yourself, you start seeing possibilities instead of limitations. You begin to recognize potential where others see obstacles. You develop a mindset that is solution-oriented, that is not deterred by temporary setbacks. Because your belief in your ability to succeed far outweighs any temporary failure. Belief also empowers you to take consistent action. When you believe in the outcome, you're more likely to stay committed even when progress seems slow or when you encounter resistance. You don't give up because you trust that every step you take is moving you closer to your goal. This consistency, this daily commitment, is what separates the dreamers from the doers. People with belief don't wait for external circumstances to change before they take action. They create the change themselves, one action at a time. It's important to recognize that belief isn't always easy. Doubts will creep in, especially when you encounter challenges or when things don't go according to plan. But the key is to keep reinforcing your belief, to remind yourself of your purpose, and to trust the process. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt and uncertainty. What sets them apart is their ability to keep believing in themselves even when the evidence might suggest otherwise. It's this unwavering belief that fuels their persistence and drives them to keep moving forward. Daily habits are the blueprint for the life you want to create. They are the invisible forces that shape your future, often more powerful than grand plans or sporadic bursts of motivation. Think about this for a moment. The life you're living today is the result of the choices you made yesterday, last week, and last year. It's the accumulation of every small habit and routine you've built over time, whether consciously or unconsciously. And this is why daily habits are so critical. They are the building blocks of the future you're designing, brick by brick. The truth is, you don't wake up one day with a transformed life. You wake up every day and make decisions that over time add up to transformation. Your habits are either propelling you forward or holding you back, and the beauty of it is you have complete control over them. Every morning you are presented with a new opportunity to reinforce or redefine your habits. And it's these choices that determine whether you're moving closer to your goals or drifting further away. The power of daily habits lies in their consistency. It's not the big dramatic actions that lead to lasting success. It's the steady, persistent efforts made day in and day out. Just like an architect who follows a blueprint with precision, Your daily habits map out the direction in which your life is heading. Whether it's exercising in the morning, reading to expand your knowledge, meditating to calm your mind, or consistently showing up for your work and relationships, every small action stacks on top of the next. Over time, these habits form a solid foundation that supports everything else in your life. Think about the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make each day. These are the decisions that, when compounded, have a massive impact. Do you wake up early to focus on your goals, or do you hit the snooze button and rush through the day? Do you nourish your body with healthy foods, or do you choose convenience at the expense of your well-being? Do you dedicate time to personal growth, or do you settle for distractions that keep you stuck? These are not just decisions, they are the habits that define who you are and where you're going. And the more you intentionally design them, the more they align with the person you aspire to become. The key is to understand that habits are not isolated actions. They're part of a larger system. Each habit connects with others, creating a ripple effect that influences every area of your life. For example, developing a habit of waking up early might lead to improved productivity, but it can also lead to better mental clarity, more time for relationships, and an overall sense of accomplishment. Likewise, a habit of practicing gratitude every day can change the way you view challenges, boost your resilience, and foster a sense of fulfillment regardless of external circumstances. Daily habits also have a profound impact on your mindset. When you commit to a positive habit, you are reinforcing a mindset of growth and discipline. You are telling yourself every single day that you are capable, that you are worthy of success, and that you are in control of your own destiny. Habits like journaling, practicing mindfulness, or setting daily intentions help you stay grounded and focused on the bigger picture, especially when life throws obstacles your way. They remind you that the way you think and the way you act are in your hands, and that the small things you do every day can lead to extraordinary outcomes over time. Another critical aspect of daily habits is their ability to build momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. It's what keeps you going when motivation fades, and it's what allows you to make progress even when the going gets tough. When you stick to your habits day after day, you create an unstoppable momentum that carries you forward, even when you face setbacks or distractions. It's like pushing a boulder uphill. At first, it requires a lot of effort, but once you get it moving, it becomes easier to maintain that forward motion. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build, and the more your habits begin to take on a life of their own. What's crucial to understand is that habits aren't just about self-discipline, they're about self-design. Every habit you form is a choice about the kind of life you want to live. They give you the power to design your future on your terms. So when you wake up every morning and make decisions about what you're going to do with your time, you're not just making decisions about that day, you're making decisions about who you're becoming. Are you becoming the person who is successful, healthy, and fulfilled, or are you becoming someone who is passive, reactive, and stuck? Your habits reveal the answer. The power of decision is one of the most transformative forces you have at your disposal. It's often overlooked, but it is the deciding factor between those who live life by design and those who live life by default. The ability to make decisions, clear, firm, and unwavering decisions, can propel you forward in ways that nothing else can. It's in the moment of decision that everything changes. In fact, your life right now is the sum of all the decisions you've made up to this point, and the decisions you make today will shape your future in profound ways. Decision is the starting point of all action. When you commit to something, whether it's a goal, a path, or a course of action, you set the wheels in motion. Until you make that decision, you remain in limbo, stuck in a state of indecision, uncertainty, and doubt. The moment you decide, however, you give yourself the permission to move forward. It's no longer a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You make a commitment, and that commitment forces you to act. Once the decision is made, everything aligns around it. The world opens up to you, opportunities present themselves, and the people, resources, and circumstances you need to succeed begin to appear because you've chosen the direction in which you want to go. What most people don't realize is that indecision is a decision in itself. When you hesitate, when you postpone making a choice, you're allowing life to happen to you instead of taking charge of your own destiny. Indecision is a form of passivity, and passivity leads to missed opportunities. It keeps you in a state of waiting and wondering, never fully stepping into your power or your potential. But when you embrace the power of decision, you immediately take control. You stop waiting for the perfect moment, because you realize that there's no such thing. The perfect moment is now. And the moment you decide to act, you start shaping your reality in ways that inaction never could. Decision also carries with it a sense of ownership. When you make a decision, you take full responsibility for the outcome. You stop blaming external circumstances, people, or situations for your lack of progress. Instead, you realize that your life is a reflection of the choices you've made. This is an incredibly empowering realization because it means that you hold the keys to your future. The decisions you make today will determine whether you rise to the challenges life presents or remain stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. Every decision you make is an opportunity to take ownership of your life, to own your actions, and to own your success. But making decisions is not always easy. It often requires courage to face the unknown, to commit to something without knowing exactly how it will turn out. It requires confidence in your ability to navigate uncertainty and trust in yourself to figure things out along the way. The good news is that the more you practice making decisions, the easier it becomes. Like any skill, decision-making improves with time and experience. And with every decision you make, your confidence grows, your sense of clarity increases, and you develop the mental toughness to keep moving forward even when things get difficult. It's also important to understand that making a decision is not just about choosing between two options. It's about taking a stand for who you are and what you believe in. It's about declaring without hesitation that you are committed to your vision, your goals, and your purpose. When you make a decision, you send a message to the universe that you are ready for what's next. You say, I'm all in, this is the path I'm choosing, and I will make it work. This sense of commitment is powerful because it eliminates any room for doubt, fear, or second guessing. It's like drawing a line in the sand and saying, this is where I stand, I will not waver. Additionally, decisions are the foundation of momentum. Once you make a decision and take that first step, you create forward motion. It's like pushing a boulder uphill. You may need to exert a lot of effort at first, but as you keep pushing, the momentum builds and the boulder becomes easier to move. Each decision you make adds weight to that momentum, driving you closer to your goal. You start building a rhythm of action that makes it easier to keep going, even when obstacles. And as that momentum continues to build, it becomes self-sustaining, propelling you toward your desired future without having to fight against it constantly Making decisions is also essential for overcoming fear. Fear thrives in uncertainty. It grows stronger when you're unsure of what to do, when you're stuck in a state of confusion or indecision. But when you make a clear decision, fear has no ground to stand on. Decision creates certainty, and certainty drives out fear. When you decide to act, regardless of the fear, you take away its power. You stop allowing fear to control your actions, and you start taking bold steps toward the life you want. The more decisions you make, the more fear you conquer, and the more fearless you become in pursuing your goals. Ultimately, decision is the key to becoming the person you were meant to be. It's in the act of deciding that you define yourself, your purpose, and your path. You are not defined by your circumstances, your past mistakes, or your current situation. You are defined by the decisions you make every single day. When you embrace the power of decision, you take control of your destiny and you set yourself on a path of purpose, growth, and limitless potential. Focusing on contribution rather than just results is a mindset shift that can transform not only your approach to life, but also the impact you have on the world around you. When you focus solely on the results, you often find yourself caught in the cycle of chasing after external markers of success, money, fame, recognition, and accolades. But these are often fleeting and do not provide lasting fulfillment. The true essence of success is found in how much you contribute, how much you give to others, and the legacy you leave behind. It's about making a difference, not just securing a personal win. When you focus on contribution, your perspective shifts from one of scarcity to one of abundance. You begin to understand that life is not a zero-sum game. Success is not limited to a set number of winners, and the more you contribute to others, the more you create a ripple effect that benefits everyone. This shift in mindset is liberating because it removes the pressure of constant comparison. You no longer measure your worth by how you stack up against others, but instead by the impact you make through your actions, your kindness, and your service to the world. One of the most powerful things about focusing on contribution is that it keeps you aligned with your deeper purpose. When you focus on contributing, your work, your relationships, and your daily choices are driven by a sense of meaning and fulfillment. You are no longer just showing up to check off tasks or to fulfill obligations. You are showing up because you genuinely care about adding value to others' lives, whether that's through your work, your time, or your energy. Contribution connects you to a higher purpose. It moves you beyond selfish desires and toward creating a positive, lasting impact. Additionally, contribution keeps you grounded. Results can be elusive. You might spend years working toward a goal, only to find that the outcome doesn't meet your expectations or that it doesn't provide the happiness you thought it would. This is a common trap in the pursuit of external success. But when you focus on contribution, the process becomes its own reward. The joy is found in the act of giving, not in the end result. Whether you're contributing through your work, your relationships, or your community involvement, you experience a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you're making a difference, regardless of the outcome. Contribution also breeds resilience. When the focus is on contributing to others, setbacks and failures take on a different meaning. Instead of being seen as personal defeats, they become opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. You are no longer defined by a specific outcome or result. Your focus on contribution gives you the strength to keep going, to keep moving forward, and to keep finding new ways to add value. Even when things don't go as planned, your commitment to serving others helps you bounce back and continue with renewed energy and determination. Another powerful aspect of focusing on contribution is the way it enhances relationships. When you approach your relationships with the intention of contributing, you create deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. Whether it's through your family, friends, colleagues, or community, the focus on contribution builds trust, respect, and reciprocity. You show up for others not because you expect something in return, but because you genuinely want to make a positive impact. This type of mindset attracts like-minded people into your life, creating an environment of support and collaboration where everyone is focused on uplifting each other. In addition, when you contribute, you become a source of inspiration and influence. People are naturally drawn to those who serve others and who put the needs of the collective ahead of their own. By focusing on contribution, you naturally become a leader, not because of a title or position, but because of the example you set. Your actions speak louder than words, and your consistent commitment to adding value inspires others to do the same. In this way, your contribution becomes a catalyst for change, sparking others to take action, serve their communities, and give of themselves in meaningful ways. Moreover, focusing on contribution shifts the way you define success. When success is measured solely by results, it's easy to feel defeated when those results don't meet your expectations. You may find yourself constantly chasing after the next achievement, never feeling truly satisfied. But when success is defined by contribution, every day becomes an opportunity to make a positive difference, to serve others, and to live in alignment with your core values. Success is no longer about hitting specific benchmarks or achieving a set number of milestones. It becomes about how much you've given, how much you've impacted others' lives, and the positive change you've created in the world. This type of success is deeply fulfilling and everlasting. Contribution also invites you to embrace your unique gifts and talents. Everyone has something special to offer, and when you focus on contribution, you tap into those unique abilities in a way that benefits others. It's about finding the intersection between what you're passionate about and what the world needs. The more you contribute, the more you discover about yourself, your strengths, and your purpose. You begin to see that your contributions matter, that your efforts have value, and that your presence in the world is needed. In the end, focusing on contribution is not just about giving to others, it's about giving to yourself. The more you contribute, the more you grow, the more you learn, and the more you connect with your deeper sense of purpose. The results, while important, become secondary to the fulfillment that comes from knowing you're living in alignment with your highest values. By shifting your focus from just achieving personal success to creating meaningful contributions, you unlock the door to a life of purpose, joy, and lasting impact. In conclusion, true success is not defined by results alone, but by the impact you make and the value you contribute to others. By focusing on contribution, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, turning every action into a chance to serve, grow, and create meaningful change. Your habits, decisions, and vision all come together when you prioritize giving over taking. This shift not only brings fulfillment and resilience, but also inspires others to elevate their own lives. Ultimately, by focusing on contribution, you craft a life that's rich in purpose and lasting impact.